Shabba. Yes, Ninja Food. Run piece of new tune.
Select a play the song yan, the song yan, the song yan, the song yan, the song there. The song there.
Song there.
Song yan, the song yan, the song yan, the song yan, the song there.
Yeah.
The song there. Select a play the Ninja Man song there.
Play that.
Play the Shabba Rank song there.
People, me hear one artist I say, we fi start do a cartel I do. Show more love in the music. Fly out to a friend, buy car for them friend. So a cartel, it take 13 years to cartel come out of prison. Fool, you know that?
The Gaza fans, you know, got one thing that they don't like talking truth about Vice Cartel. Because I don't know if Vice Cartel can perform. And me a Gaza fan, I miss Vice Cartel can perform. The whole lot of vex over that.
My beautiful people, surprise! My beautiful people, surprise, surprise, surprise. Welcome to another episode of Chat Light. Alright? And tonight, we have some interesting people in the spotlight who have found themselves on the Chat Light. Alright? And we're going to do some chatting. Alright? A bunch of chatting, lot of chatting, talking. Now, who is the baddest dancehall artist of all times? I wonder who that is. The baddest dancehall artist of all times. Everybody's asking the question. Everyone is asking who is the baddest dancehall artist of all times? Who is the GOAT? Right? Some people say Vibes Cartel. Some people say Beanie Man. You have some people say Bounty Killer. People say Shabba Ranking. People say Ninja Man. People say Professor Nuts. People say Shaggy. Some people say Shawn Paul. People say Massacre. Some people say Alkaline. Some say Movado. Some people even say Shawn Storm. Like Shawn Storm, yeah, like. But speaking of Shawn Storm, 1 minute, one bit, hold on. Speaking of Shawn Storm, a lot of things been saying about Shawn Storm recently. Like, you know, bag of things people are saying, wait, oh, Vibes Cartel, this Shawn Storm, Vibes Cartel is ungrateful because Shawn Storm gave up 13 and a half years of his life to spend in a jail for Vibes Cartel, whatever that means. And, you know, but Cartel not cheat Vibes. But me kind of understand what's going on. Me kind of can predict and me can break it down and tell the eye them where really go on why you don't really see Shawn Storm and Cartel. Shawn Storm, you know, have the big visa. It seems like he don't have the big visa for go America, I go Canada, I go England. He don't got a visa there. He only can go in the Caribbean. Cartel don't really want just in the Caribbean. But then again, them say Shawn Storm wasn't really an artist. His Vibes Cartel kind of say, yo, become an artist, blah, blah, blah. You see me? And so, Cartel go away for 13 and a half years and he came back and Cartel feel like he want to change his life. I feel like Shawn Storm really stuck in a certain lane, you know? Why I say that? I see this video where Shawn Storm must be there somewhere in the Caribbean. Recent video, like just recently. In the Caribbean, in there somewhere, I'm driving around car with two other guy, and they might show a weapon in the car, like say, I'm like, then what Shawn Storm I did? A music he might do, or a badness he might do? We don't know. So maybe that Cartel sister this man I did badness and Cartel I do music and Cartel say him is a change, brother. So maybe that's why Cartel feel like say, you know what, Shawn Storm, you're there for your own at this, you have to try you have to find your own way out. That's what me feel. You understand? But anyways, who is the baddest dancehall artist of all times? I personally don't think we should be doing this. No, I don't think we should. I don't think it's something that we should be doing, like comparison and comparing artists and sizing up artists and devaluing the music, you know what I mean? And yeah, because guess what? Every bad artist bursts in them own time when them bad. Let me ask a question then. Could Vibes Cartel bust in the 90s? A lot of people might say yes. Many people might say no. Maybe not. He couldn't bust in the 90s because he wasn't that bad in the 90s. Like Cartel been trying to get a break from the 90s. You remember? He never bust till 2000. Now Cartel, I'm gonna say this. And can I say this? Because me know Gaza man them crazy. Gaza man them insane. You know what I mean? I hope I can say this without anybody getting disgruntled. But Cartel came at a time when the devil is at a rampage. You know what I mean? Don't be upset, Gaza people. It is the truth. It is the truth. The truth. The TRUTH. So Vibes Cartel, he came at a time when the devil let loose and the earth run up and down and try to devour all the people he can devour before Father God girt him and push him back when belong. And so Cartel is Cartel came at a time where people want to broke out, so to speak. Yes, people want broke out and, because people been tricked until say, whenever the year say gotta come 2000 and it never happened. And so that's the time Cartel came. Cartel was the one who come to say the things that these people wanted to say and the things that people wanted to do. So that's the time Cartel came. And the devil have him and use him. Maybe without his knowledge, you know what I mean? Maybe without his knowledge, but you can tell by the content of his lyrics that these songs could not work in the 90s. Because in the 90s it was more conscious, more God time, more of a message. Cartel come with the opposite. The opposite, you know what I mean? And so I think every artist boss at them own time when them bad. Like for instance, in the 70s, a yellow man them did the bad man in a music. Like musically bad man, when I talk violent music. Yellow man them that do it and them man they. You understand? And then in the 80s now we have so many bad boys of the 80s, like you have Super Cat them, you have Nicodemus them, Juna Demos them, you know what I mean? You have Ninja Man, you have Shabba Rankin, you have Admiral Bailey, you have Lieutenant Stitch, you have Papa San them, Tiger, all these people are the 80s bad boy them there, in a music, And then one man, everybody bad them time there. Every man bad. Chaka Demos them and players them, Pinchers them, Sanchez them and bad boy them in the music. That time. And then booms to come now the 90s now. And in the 90s now, the bad man them in the 90s are Buju the Bantan. You understand? Bounty the Killer. Beanie the Man. You understand? Terror Fabulous them, Daddy Screw them. All these people. Understand me gone? So, and then comes the 2000, and the 2000 now, you have people like Vibes Cartel and the Busy Signal them and the Assassin, them people. And then further on in the 2000 now, then you have the Alkaline them and the Massacre them, and so everybody bad at their own time. And every era, you know what I mean? So I don't believe there's any baddest artist of all times. No, I don't believe there's any baddest. Because these artists were bad now. Them could have never bust in the 90s or the 80s or the 70s. They weren't that bad. Even if they were, well, most of them weren't around, but Cartel was around in the 90s. And for instance, him could not bust. And he was there trying to bust from the 90s. Remember when he beat Killer in the 90s, I remember when he do a girl club with Killer was in the 90s. He could have bust him there that bad. The lyrics when we attack, it couldn't work. It would not work. This is his time to reign. And the man reign. But not means him are the baddest artist of all times. And there shouldn't be no comparison. It's breaking down the music, man. It's breaking down the music, fam. You know what I mean? With the baddest artist of all times.
Listen, no matter what happens to you in this life, and no matter who does it to you, keep a good heart.
Once upon a time, when Brother Anansi and Brother Tukuma, them did run the place, right? Them a run things. I used to hear this saying, say, black Americans feel like they are better. Them better off and them better than every rest of black people. But the other day, it was brought to my attention by another black American guy that the rest of black people think they are better than black Americans. And I was like, what? Where you get that from, Bridget? Like, me never hear that before. I used to hear the other way around say black Americans think they're better than the rest of black people. Like, I mean, so sometimes people, I saw the thing said we other black people think say I'm black American, them bossy, them bougie, them show off, them through them privileged born in America, and they feel like they're better than the rest of black people. And then here are the black Americans thinking that okay, black people and they said especially Jamaicans. Can you believe that? They said black people, the rest of black people, the rest of black folks think they are better, especially Jamaicans think they are better than black Americans. And I was like, I mean Jamaicans are, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I may be wrong, but I believe that Jamaicans are the most conscious set of black people in the world. What do I mean by that? Okay, so if it wasn't for Jamaicans, right? Like Bob Marley, Marcus Garvey, those people, you know what I mean? From Wednesday times, who preach consciousness, righteousness, godliness, love, and all these things across the regions, you know what I mean? And so we kind of try to unite the rest of us as black people. Like Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley come and say, Africans unite. I mean, and all these things. And so I feel like we are, and we are being disliked. I won't use the rough word. I won't use the rough word. You know that word there, the rough word with a lot of edges. I won't use that word. I would use a more soft word, like we are. That's why we are liked, loved, and disliked at the same time. A lot of people like us for our culture, our confidence. Cause them give a word named confidence. People are making, that's not the right word. The right word is Godfidence. We are all God's children, so we must be Godfidence, alright? So because we are the most Godfidence, like anyway Jamaica step, place light up. But it's something we must look into. Why the black Americans them feel like the rest of black people, think they are better than them. I don't know why. But we're going deep further into that statement there, because it was just 2 days ago. A guy said to me, like, we were having a discussion, and the guy said, black people, especially Jamaican, and they feel like say when better than we black American, and I was like, bro, where is that coming from? That's because when I was growing up, I used to hear the other way around saying, think we're better than the rest of black people. So but we're gonna go further and come back with more, get more results, people, right?
We are trying to look outside ourselves for everything, and once we start going inside, that's when all the answers come, because the inner you is the real you. So when you go inside yourself, check out inside yourself, and deal with inside yourself. It's self-love, self-respect, self-esteem, a personal relationship with the Almighty. Whoever you pray to, whatever denomination, believing in yourself, looking at everyone as yourself. Don't look down on people, and don't think anyone is better than you. They're just as equal as you are. Because we're all souls that's on this journey called life, doing what we're supposed to do.
So now I'm going to turn upon the politicians and people and the way Jamaica is running. Because I was looking into some things the other night. I was looking into some things, and I was observing how other countries run, like England, America, Canada, these first world countries, and Japan and all these countries. I was looking into some things, and I was like, if our leaders were try to be smart, not just educated, but smart, they could turn around Jamaica, and run Jamaica the same way these first world countries run. Because every place can be first world now because new technology and everything. You know what I mean? You just have to be clever. So make we talk about them a bit. Now, Jamaica. I seen the news and the other day, and it says that crime rate is down, murder rate is down, shooting is down, and it's good. If it's good, I think Jamaica deserves a round of applause, and Jamaicans and the Prime Minister and the leaders of opposition and everybody together deserve a round of applause. Crime is down, people. Woo! Crime is down. Murder is down. Shooting, everything, crime is, I mean? And it's good. And I want to say to the Prime Minister, Mr. Andrew Owens, he's a man educated, but you have to get some wisdom beside the education. And not just Mr. Andrew Owens, the entire Devon House and Garden House and Mr. Brown House and Mr. Williams House and Jamaica House and all the houses in Jamaica. Politicians and everybody. From the PMP to the GLP and every politician and everyone. Education is good, and it's good to be educated. But at the same time, you have to get knowledge and wisdom according to the Bible. Wisdom to rule and to govern and to you know what I mean? So hear me out now, Mr. Andrew Owens. Because in Jamaica, Jamaicans feel like said they feel the need to be rich. And that is why corruption is so big in Jamaica and crime is so huge and everything there, because Jamaicans feel the need like they have to be rich. And in other countries like third world and first world country rather, that's not the case. You see the thing that the system is set where even the poor can live like they are rich. Because the thing run off a thing called credit, and you have a job, and there's only two things you need in these countries. Two things you need to maintain a top level and be consistent is your credit and a job. You have a good job, your credit is good, you can get house, you can get vehicle, you can get loan, you can get credit cards, you can get mobile phones, and all these things. Now, in Jamaica, I wish the Prime Minister can, try to get investors into the country come to invest in Jamaica. Like, when I say investors, like, a wide variety of investors, phone companies, lighting companies, like energy suppliers into Jamaica. We don't just want to rely upon JPS, because JPS applies pressure to the people because it's just them. Now imagine if we have, like, for instance, in England we have so many energy companies, and in America we have so much energy companies here where you can choose from. Jackson, what them name in England, British Gas, and there's so much. I mean, we don't just want to rely upon JPS. And that is why you find that this country it's better because they have options. If JPS have fucked themselves, then you could, always go to somebody else. You see everything there? And then Prime Minister, and then he's a young man, like you're 75-year-old Mr. Prime Minister. Come on, man. Put on your thinking cap and get smart. And yeah, I mean, what you want in Jamaica is people to can afford to live a certain type of way. They can afford. Which means if it's set so in Jamaica, then they don't have to beg nobody to find a phone. I beg nobody to find a laptop, because guess what? We have so many phone companies in Jamaica, phone providers and phone, and yeah, I mean, not just not Digicel and a damn Flow. We need more. So we can go to a phone and the phone company must know ready. First of all, everybody have to have an address. A fixed address. We don't want to hear a Mr. John Smith from a no fixed address. There's no such thing in America or Britain or Canada as a man with a no fixed address. He must live somewhere. A system have him at an address. So when the system wants to find him, they know where to go. If he have a car, where car is registered to. You see me there? And so phone company can actually give people phone for 2-year terms and say, okay, take that phone and pay for it monthly. You understand? Pay for your usage and blah, blah, blah. Then nobody want to try to grab nobody's phone. You see the drift? We are trying to find ways how to reduce criminal activities. Because needs and wants is a hell of a thing, Mr. Prime Minister. Needs and wants is a hell of a thing. When people want things, you know what I mean, I don't know where to get things. And then think all sorts of the devil, as my mother would have said, the devil find work, get eyeglass and pay them wages. So because these people want things, like in America or in England, a man want a phone. You know where to go. Go to T-Mobile, go to Vodafone, go to Tree, go to Orange, EE. You know what I mean? You get so many people and get a phone. Take out a phone. Which phone you can afford? Let me see your credit. Okay. And the credit they have. Okay. Here's a phone. An iPhone 14. I mean, or a Samsung Galaxy S24. 2-year contract and pay £25 per month. I mean, or in America, okay, pay $50 a month. So down in Jamaica, we could have said, okay, here's a phone from one of the phone company with a cable and wireless or Flow or Digicel or bringing some more people, whoever they may be, and Mr. John Smith can walk into a phone shop and say, I would like to take out a phone, and then check your credit and say, okay, you have credit, 700, region, blah, 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 okay, get an iPhone 15, 16, or you know what I mean? And if you don't pay for your phone, then them chop off the phone line, and your phone is of no use. You can't open it, you can't this, you can't that. So you understand? So you have to pay your phone bill so to maintain your phone. It used to be one time when we used to have Cellular King. Back in the 90s, they Cellular King, and you go to Cellular King, go hook up your phone. But they were used to give people phone. What they need to do is to give people phones. Give them phone. So a man now, if you see a man with a phone, I want to thief it. Because if you thief a man's phone, it is of no use to you. Because once the report says my phone has been stolen, then shut down the phone all entirely. And you can't use the phone. So you will reduce phone theft. Right there, so you reduce phone theft. A man can't, it's a pointless to thief somebody's phone. Because once you thief a man's phone, Mr. Brown missing phone. Mr. Brown call him phone supplier, him service supplier. Mr. Call him service supplier and say, my phone missing. I think my phone has been stolen. The phone company shut down the phone right away. Shut down the phone. I mean, you can't change your SIM card. You can't unlock it. Nothing. If somebody unlock it, him go to jail. Because the tools that him have to use, him have to register to him. If a man, say for instance, a man operate a phone shop where him fix mobile phone and he unlock phones and stuff like that. Now, if the phone company lock a phone, like in America or in England, if the phone company, T-Mobile, lock a phone because the phone has been stolen, or you know what I mean? If you took that phone to one of them corner shop and one of them man unlock the phone for you, you go to jail. Because the tool where he use is registered to him, he have to buy it. It's registered to him. So the phone company will know, say, okay, John Brown unlock the phone. John Brown are going to jail, they come for him. So the Prime Minister and the opposition for work together. Nobody fight for no powers, my youth. To work together and fix Jamaica first. Fix Jamaica first, bring it back. So even tourists can come to Jamaica and they can, a tourist get up left him phone on the beach. Nobody not need to thief it. He just, give it back to last and found and the tourists get by them phone. And Jamaica can start to get back some good reputation with tourists can say, oh my God, I've been to Jamaica, I lost my phone and I retrieved your phone. So you reduce phone theft. You know what I mean? And so is motor vehicle. Don't make it so difficult for people to get credit. With a bank loan or credit cards or auto loan or mortgages. Because a hungry man is an angry man. You don't know that, brother? I just that me want to say. You see me? It can work. I believe it can work. You just have to have smart cleverness and put those things into place and say, okay, we're going to turn this country around. You understand? We're going to turn this country around. Then you'll have less robberies. You understand? You can have less robberies because them will bring in more usage of cards in Jamaica and make sure say the card, like for instance in England, if a man lost in bank card, a man will find it even but try he can't use it. You have no use to him. Because first of all, if you find somebody's bank card right now in a Britain, the most you can use from that bank card in the local shops is £30. But anything over £30 require a PIN. And if you don't know the PIN, you can't spend £50 from the card. And you cannot shop online because whatever you purchase online has to be going to the address that the card is registered to. So if you find somebody with credit card or debit card, the most you can spend at £30, buy cigarettes and few beers, and then you have to fling it where I go left it over the post office. So, you know what I mean? So those things reduce theft, criminal activity. So less people walk with cash. So you see a man, you don't need to rob him because it's pointless. Where you go get? You understand? You have jewel stores in America and in England where them do layaway things and stuff like that. Where a man can go in and go credit a chain and pay monthly or weekly or quarterly, and some do layaway where you pay for the item and when you finish paying it, you collect it. And Mr. Panjo wants to do things if you think about as a leader, you run the country and you want to make the country the safest place on the planet where investors feel nice and feel free to come invest in a Jamaica and tourists feel nice and feel free to go vacate in a Jamaica without a fear of being victimized. Them thing you have to think about, boss. The place can be nice. It's a tropical island, it can be nice. You have to just find ways how to make the have not have. And once they have not have, then they don't need to go take nobody things. Or go try pick a man pocket or grab a man chain or, I mean? Cleverness, brother, and not just education do it to them teacher at school, boss. It's wisdom where you get from the Almighty. You pray for that you get wisdom. Just like how Solomon asks for wisdom to govern his people. So him know how to differentiate and how to put things into plans into place. So reduce crime. Because crime is a wrecker. It is a wrecker. Crime in every country is a wrecker. Everybody knows that, brother. Crime is a wrecker. Anywhere there is crime, good people don't want to be there. You see it? And what breeds crime? Poverty is the biggest breeder for crime. Poverty. Because men people, them have all these new devices and things like that every second. There's a new car, there's a new phone. iPhone make phone by the second. What are they 16, iPhone 16, Samsung's 25. Samsung Galaxy S25, they matter about the main phones where people love. A man, a Jamaican call a big phone. An iPhone, him want a Samsung Galaxy, him want. You can't tell him about a DB phone. He don't want that. He will send it back. But if we have phone company in Jamaica, we are man in a Jamaica and I work at hotel or in my work at wherever it's working. Police officers or whatever, soldier man, dentists, doctors, lawyers, laborers, you know what I mean, taxi man, taxi women, they can walk into a phone shop and take out a phone pan contract, whatever phone, just good credit. You have good credit. You pay your bills on time and you know what I mean, your credit. Them system if you start work with boss man. That's the system. So people won't even wanna think about killing themselves to be rich. Rich come as so, but you not kill yourself and go take a man life richer. Because you live off a credit. Most people in a foreign they live off a credit. And they live happily. They go on vacation, then come back and pay back for them credit card and pay back them loan and pay back. And then you'll have most people in Jamaica who don't even want to leave Jamaica because they can live as nice and happily as those who are in foreign countries. That's right. And there won't be so many angry people. Yo, we want to chat all night, but we can't do it because, we don't want anything long and drawn out people. But sometimes we have to take a minute and think, I mean? And yeah, it is the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do, man. I swear. You see me? What my beautiful people, This has been Chat Light. And, you know, we talk about the artists and the politicians who found themselves on Chat Light because they are the ones in the spotlight. Alright? Yes. We're beautiful people. We just give it thanks for the item who watch the videos. Big up on yourself and maybe give item just because you not really treat me good, you know. I don't think you are. You have to be true to the thing. That's why Vibes Cartel not really rally around Shawn Storm, I believe, you know. I think Shawn Storm is not being true to the thing. Him sing that song named Loyalty. And in another song that we sing more Loyalty, if you listen to it good, it's like a lot of people that say, if you pick sense or nonsense, him kind of inform on Cartel. You see what I'm trying to say? And maybe that is why Cartel, I mean, and you hear, I know me say it, people, remember say Black Rhino come back and say, yo, youth, it's not loyal, it's fear, you're fearful why you behave that way. You fear Cartel, you're scared of Cartel, that's why you went to jail for Cartel, or with Cartel. That's what Black Rhino says. And I think that's the reason why Cartel probably rate Black Rhino more than Shawn Storm. Because Black Rhino is real to the thing. Him say what him say. You either bex or you please. Until we drop the next video, my beautiful people. Big up on the damn self. See? And the ones who are supporting this channel, God bless you now. Keep supporting. Alright? Big up on yourself until next time. I'm out.
Competition, me no compete. So me no give a damn who claim say them a run street. Me do it already, do it again, and who no done say. Man in a dance hall from Jump Street. So if a crown who no want to no go walk feet. Yeah, run this place and never turn free.